interchangeable squad. Let's play pickleball.
Side out. 0-0-1. Second serve.
There's no need for CJ to take that ball.
0-0-2.
Still a new team. They're going to work out some of those early kinks early here in the first few points.
And Q is just demolishing his serve this week.
Side out.
Great take from Alshon. So
they played 3 points, and Alshon's had 3 balls at his shoulders so far.
0-1-1.
Oh, yes, please. The floor is lava.
Second serve.
And that's the difference with the youngsters. They're not going to hang out and dink all day.
No.
0-1-2.
And that hands battle would have been won by Ignatowich and Alshon 8 months ago. Fast forward to now, these young guys got the hands. They can hang in there.
Oh, no way. Absolute
Come on.
filth. CJ carved that up cross court on the Ernie. Do you see this paddle positioning?
1-0-1.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh.
Point.
And Q blows it right past Alshon, keeps it in. All
Put
right.
on a show early.
It's on, people.
2-0-1. Second serve.
You hear the yeah from
Oh,
Alshon.
yeah.
He's got to show these young guys, hey, you might be younger than me, but that's a sign of respect to these two.
Yeah.
I know you're good. I'm going to show
Yes.
you I'm engaged, and I'm engaged early, and I'm going to have to play my best, as is James Ignatowich, if we're going to win this.
Point.
Wow, and missing returns from the Klinger serve can't happen. It's fine, but it's not special.
Right, you'd expect it off the Quang Duong serve.
Oh, and nice little, look at this. Alshon, yes. Now, both teams have to agree to switch the ball.
If you're Klinger and
there's
Duong,
no way. There's no way
4-0-2.
after that we are doing it. And they rightly do that. Now, that was a very good serve.
Side out.
Bad luck off the tape, but CJ is on a mission.
He was lurking on that cross. Unfortunately, it was just out of reach, landed on the line over there, and then got a little unlucky with the let court late.
That's
Second
well
serve.
wide. So tough start at the kitchen line.
0-4-2. Point.
That's a couple times a ball in the middle. They were unsure.
1-4-2.
Q was in his way.
Right, I think CJ wanted it and really didn't see Q there, and kind of unfortunately got to it a little late. It's all right.
Side out.
The fact that he can come over that with the 1-0 is impressive. All right, I want to see if
4-1-1.
James and Christian are going to switch or stay. They're going to switch.
Second serve. Four, 1-2.
Wow.
He's done that twice now.
Absolute BB, and the crowd cannot believe what they just saw.
And you saw Christian Alshon there late. Just put he shrugged his shoulder like, I've never seen it.
But the future is now.
5-1-2. Point.
And we saw a very concerned Lee Waters, who
6-1-2.
coaches Christian Alshon, had a long chat with him at the break, and I'm certain missing the return wasn't discussed.
Point.
Well, when Quang Duong has hit 2 winners past you off thirds, it puts a little more pressure on the return. Right? That last one floated long, but if you're Alshon and Ignatowich, you're saying, hey, if I don't put the return a foot from the baseline, Q's getting this just an absolute clean rip at it.
And there's the lefty who was everywhere against the Johns brothers yesterday. And wow,
8-1-2.
another whitewashing here. 8-1 with the ball. That's one of the best drive and crash you will ever see right there.
The hands from Klinger to be ready for that, chipped his body, and
then 9 in the third. And again, double points here at the slam.
Recall. 9-1-2.
I think it was directly on the line on the return, but to your point, Sam, that is required.
Right, that's what it takes right now. Just get a point if you're Ignatowich and Alshon.
So that's the thing. You cannot let your dinks travel.
2-9-1.
2 big dudes on the other side.
And Alshon's a guy that moves a lot. He's constantly looking to take the middle, poach, but obviously in the mixed doubles, even the men's doubles, you'll see him be pretty active.
Okay. Just not necessary.
It's 9-1. You got to have a little fun.
Okay.
Right?
We did complain earlier. This is the entertainment business. So CJ is bringing that. Just the return there. You just don't want.
We can't have fun now. Now the fun is over now, and back to fundamentals.
Okay. So from fun to fundamentals. I think Sam's going to have a series on that. Bad dink there from CJ. This needs to be a timeout.
Receiver, 5.
Q and CJ are on.
A tennis match. I like this.
Yes. Great aggressive take from Q there.
9-5-1.
So 9-5-1 is the score, just to be clear.
That first field shot from CJ was excellent, and that one just doesn't have to be that good.
No, and he was money against the Johns brothers, just didn't miss the routine stuff.
Side out.
Okay. We haven't seen Q get a third to destroy either, so I'd like to see CJ just bail. Just bail.
5-9-1.
Go to the net.
Right. Q can take the third from anywhere in the court. He's that fast, that athletic.
Second serve.
Yeah, the big problem, and it will carry over into game 2, is Alshon and Ignatowich have got to get to the kitchen more consistently. Nowhere close again. You saw Alshon trying to help by taking the third in front of Jimmy. But if I'm Q here, I'm telling CJ, you go forward right now. In fact, you could stand up there to start with. That would be awesome.
I would love to see that.
He should. There's no rule that says CJ has to stand behind the line. So Jimmy on the left with the backhand poke that was going to hit the fans in the front row, but CJ couldn't avoid it.
9-5-2.
This is dangerous for the youngsters. They've been on 9 forever.
And Alshon Ignatowich having some real success now in all 4 at the kitchen.
And get some help. All the returns have gone to CJ. So nice tweak, whether that came from their own minds or that of Lee Waters. Was it too late is the question. Good communication by Q. I kept hearing him say me on those middle balls where there had been some indecision earlier.
5-9-2.
And again, just the thirds are just not good enough.
Not at all. And good communication. Q's kind of got the hot hand right now. CJ doing a good job of backing off. Q being verbal, letting him know, hey, I got the 60% of the court right now.
I want my new play to be run here. CJ, get out of there.
9-5-1.
You're a GM and a coach of an MLP team.
I actually did something similar with Brooke Buckner and Caitlin Christian. I told Caitlin, get out of there and let Brooke hit BBs.
Yep.
So, same idea applies here.
9-5-2.
Oh my. Howard Hepworth's on a great move from Jimmy, but then it wasn't.
Point.
And if Klinger would have taken steps forward instead of sideways at the beginning, he would have gotten just a bunny because the drive was terrific again.
Yeah, anyone who's playing with
10-5-2.
Q, you got to assume he's going to hit a perfect drive every time, and you can just be looking to crash.
Way too high from Q, so their first game point is slapped right back at them. The problem isn't so much what's happening at the kitchen, it's the getting there.
5-10-1.
Exactly. Getting the third down. Can we get up there?
Point.
Let's get it off the line. Not off the line, maybe off the Proton.
Yeah, that might have been the Atom
logo.
Might have been the Atom.
10-1. Second serve.
And look at Jimmy sliding way over to the side. Wow.
Right, he anticipated that well, but Q's got so much speed, and it's hard to counter that on the backhand side.
Okay, they get one, but the ball's back for game point 2.
Game point. 10-6-1. Point game.
And just blown off the court from
fun guy to watch.
Point. One, 0-2.
Oh, if he can't get there, nobody can.
Right? And the team of Ignatowich Alshon just seem a little off right now, right? And a lot of that is due to Klinger and Duong. They're making them uncomfortable, but we'll see if they can kind of get in the groove in game 2.
You cannot if your third is that high.
That was almost over the head of Quang Duong.
Yeah, and I would be returning right back to Jimmy because you know he's thinking about that one. See if CJ can get it there. I mean, again, just the kitchen is closed, you're going to have packed a lunch, because there's nothing available right now for Jimmy and Christian.
And tennis, sometimes if you were out of sorts, you could step back in the court, find your rhythm. You don't have time in pickleball to do that. You need to find it and find it now. You're playing games to 11.
That's a great take by Alshon there. And okay, a little dissension. Like, how does Jimmy not take that ball?
Right, and that's his third winner in doubles.
Yes.
Clean winner from the baseline with 2 guys at the net.
2-0-2.
That one was inexcusable. The other 2 were absolutely unbelievable. Oh my, CJ didn't even destroy that, but a little dissension with the 8 seed. Because it is work to return these serves and get to the line ready for these howitzer coming at you.
Side out.
Great backhand stick from Jimmy.
0-3-1. Point.
Good hands from Alshon. Yeah. Klinger was ready for that counter. He's there.
1-3-1.
Didn't reload quite quickly enough.
Second serve.
Yuck.
Just an odd miss from Alshon.
1-3-2.
He's better than that.
Side out.
I mean, these fourths on the move, others have just been hit right to their forehead and they're killing them, but that was not as easy a shot as Q made it look. Let's see if he can earn some more forehands here.
Right, and you're saying he's hitting these shots on the move.
Yeah.
That's what makes it more impressive.
That one's way too high, and a stationary Ignatowich is going to be all over that every time.
3-1-2.
Oh, went a little off pace there to keep it in after missing the last one.
4-1-2.
And the off-pace groundy from Quang Duong is about 150% of what most people hit.
Foot fault, right foot. Point.
Wow, foot fault, lost heads up.
Yep,
I mean,
right
this
foot.
is a frustrated Jimmy Ignatowich here.
Timeout
I think a
receiver,
timeout's
5-1-2.
coming too.
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear.
Lapiplasty.
Sup, future me. And no bunions. How?
Lapiplasty.
Lapiplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
The PPA finals. We'll have all that for you on the
5-1-2.
Pickleball TV, and make sure you go to pickleballtv.com and sign up for the app so you have all of the courts, all of those DVR features.
Side
And you
out.
can rewind that point right there and see, did he make that ATP or not?
He missed it, but you could see the curl that he put on it. It wasn't
1-5-1.
a straight shot ATP. Q was able to get the left arm around it and get some curl, just not quite enough.
Point.
Wow. That's a tremendous ATP because it had heavy spin, then took off the line, and he had to adjust his
2-5-1.
paddle at the last second. Man.
Point. Three, 5-1. Point.
And Alshon is fired up, and this is eerily similar to the match we called earlier with J.W. Johnson and Dylan Frazier just running over Big H and Riley Newman until they weren't.
Alshon and Ignatowich know the game plan. Bring all four of you to the kitchen, and they're winning over 50% of those points. That's where they're having their success.
Meanwhile, it's drive and crash on the other side and destroy your high third so you cannot score. Or your wildly missed thirds 2 in a row.
Right, just the intent doesn't look like it's there. It's okay if you miss. I'm okay with misses, but like have the legs engaged, miss off the tape, miss long by a couple inches. That seemed like it just floated long and wide. Oh.
Wow. Full extension for CJ. I still don't understand how that ball gets through Jimmy and Christian. Like I don't get it.
I don't either. The move by CJ is incredible, right? No, we didn't think we were going to get it, but I don't think they thought he was going to make a play on it.
Yeah,
but you got to assume these guys are going to do that. You got to be ready.
So there's no center fielder on either team. Great shot from Alshon, and needed because I think they were getting a little antsy with each other over here, because that's twice through the middle that Alshon and Ignatowich kind of looked at each other, and it wasn't a happy glance. So Klinger's just got to stop taking that ball. You're not going to gain anything.
Right, and I think I understand what they're doing. I think there's just so much belief that Q is going to rip the third down and he's going to get one up, but you got to be a little more selective. And I think CJ's quick enough to wait, see if it's popped up, then go.
Here we go. 4-6-1. Second serve.
We've watched this in the entire match.
It's tricky when you just don't have the touch. It's a tough thing to feel.
Point.
So that's a way to fix it, but
they're gonna have to battle and win ugly at this point, which they can do. They're right. They're down. They're only down 1.
Point.
Wow, back-to-back miss returns, and we are tied. So lots of gifts from the youngsters here. And Q and CJ have now relinquished the lead.
7-6-2.
Right back through the middle again. So Alshon and Ignatowich need to figure this out because no one moved.
And what James is he shifts over to guard the line, maybe a little too much. Maybe Alshon's got to recognize that, pinch the middle a little more. But
6-7-1.
You're right. They just need to figure it out, whatever it is.
Point.
Yeah, I mean, Ignatowich and Alshon are not in a great place as a duo here, but the scoreboard is fine. So if they can escape here.
7-7-1. Point.
Wow, just clobbered in the right shoulder there.
And if Q's not on that, CJ is right there behind him, and they're both covering that.
And that's part of the problem, because Jimmy sees CJ coming over, and then the Selkirk paddle of Q just rocks him in the right shoulder. I mean, that is going to leave a mark.
Second serve.
I feel like CJ knew that was coming. He's on it, just mistimes it ever so slightly.
7-2.
Nice return. 2 points away from a semifinal berth are the
Timeout
youngsters.
receiver, 9-7-2.
Fused, befuddled, and is staring down
10-7-2.
match point against. And they do it again. Teenage sensations rocking their way to the semifinals with another win where it was really never in doubt.